Hi, welcome back to another video. There are few things as important as preparing for the zombie apocalypse. Today, I'm going to take some normal tools and see how they can help us prepare for when the zombies come. Ugh, sounds like I better hurry up. These are the tools that I'll be using. They've all been provided by Toolant. I'll put a link down in the description so you can check them out. But let's take a closer look at each one and see what we're working with. The first tool we're using are actually blades for an oscillating multi-tool. We've got two coatings here. We've got the titanium carbide and then we've got the new Altin carbide. Um, these coatings are supposed to help the blades last a lot longer. They can withstand more heat, the teeth stay on longer, and they're bimetal blades that can cut through wood or metal or anything else. I'm excited to try these out because with other blades that I've used, they don't last very long. After just a few cuts, or if I ever hit anything metal, then I lose the teeth. You can see this is what my other blades look like. When the zombies come, we're going to want something to defend ourselves. So maybe you've got a board laying around like this 2x3. But even the smaller size of a 2x3 is too big to hold in our hand. So I think we should use these blades to make it a little more comfortable to hold. These blades have the standard pattern of notches, so they'll fit most multi-tools. And if you're not familiar with this kind of multi-tool or this kind of blade, it allows you to get a flush cut. You can just rest your blade on the surface and cut it flush. This is not how you would normally use this saw to do carving like this, but you know, the zombies are coming, so you gotta make do with what you've got. This is kind of a brutal test for this blade. Here, I'm even just pushing the blade straight onto the wood to kind of smooth out the chips and everything. Still got all the teeth so far. But what if you've got a board with a bent nail in it? You can't really pull that out with the hammer. So let's test the blade out and see how it cuts it off. Well, it seems to be cutting through just fine. Let's check the teeth out. Everything's still there and it's still sharp. Let's check out the next tool. All right, this is a multifunctional toolkit. It's basically a survival shovel, and it comes in this nice box with lots of different parts. It doesn't take much imagination to see how you could use this both in your normal life and while you're going up against zombies. So these are all the accessories that it comes with. And you'll see the tubes are hollow. So we can assemble this all together into one piece, but you can also store things like fishing hooks and fishing line, matches, things like that inside these tubes as well. Here we've got the blade attachment. You'll see with the blade on, we can just screw it right into the next tube. We can include the screwdriver on top of that one. Got a glass breaker and a whistle on one side, fire starter on the other side. You can just use the blade of the shovel to start the fire. We screw that together, assemble it. I feel like I'm making my own lightsaber here. Compass on the end. And the shovel has I mean, it folds up for easy portability, but you can also tighten the neck with the shovel at different angles. So you can use it as a shovel or as a hoe or as a pick or just to hang it over something. When we put it all together, we've got a nice hefty shovel with a lot of utility inside as well. And of course, if we take the shovel top off, we can put the axe head hammer head on the other side. Okay, the next tool is this small precision screwdriver set. Comes with a bunch of different bits, very, very tiny ones to normal size ones. It opens up, and inside you can see there's the little driver. You can see the variety of tips that it comes with. Obviously, you can use this for all kinds of precision work, whether you're working with electronics or small parts. Um, so it's a good, useful, everyday tool. We'll talk about how we can use it against the zombies in a little bit. I love this flexible attachment that lets you get into hard to reach places, and you can just turn the handle and it turns the tip. I also noticed on the back here of the container, there are some magnets. So I'm just testing that out on this steel. It seems to hold pretty well, so you could always just attach that to your workbench or any other metal object as you're working. Let's take a look at the next tool. This one's pretty straightforward. It's a Nikon flashlight. It's very bright. It has a lot of different brightness levels, and it is waterproof to a degree. The battery itself is rechargeable. There's a USB-C plug here that you can just plug into to charge it up. And it has a 90-degree rotatable head. With the clip on the back, you can just attach this onto your belt or a pocket or a strap and go hands-free and have your flashlight shining in front of you. I also noticed there's a magnet on the back, so let's try that. Here's the same piece of steel as before. And this sticks really, really good. Yeah, that's not coming off. Oh, but wait. I think I hear some zombies outside. Now's a perfect time to test out how we can use the flashlight and the precision screwdriver set against the zombies. I can hear a zombie out here in my yard. The flashlight has different levels of brightness from dull to super bright. Lights up the whole yard. There it is. Oh, and it looks like it's wearing glasses. I have the perfect idea. If a zombie can't see well, it can't find us. So we'll pull out the precision screwdriver set, take off the earpieces. Now the zombie will not be able to wear their glasses, and we don't have to worry about them seeing us and finding us. Poor zombie. We've got one more tool to look at. So I'm excited about these paintbrushes. If you ever use a regular paintbrush, when you grip it, it's really hard on your hand and wrist. You can see that your wrist has to bend this direction, and it also bends this direction. And when you bend two different directions, that tires your arms out so much. But with this one, you just relax your hand, put the paintbrush in, and just keep your hand relaxed. Now your arm is perfectly straight, and as you're painting, your arm doesn't get as tired. But what good is this in preparing for the zombie apocalypse? I don't know, maybe paint a sign? One last thing before we go, I want to show you how I usually use these multi-tool blades. I use it all the time to carve this pink foam that you've seen me make so many things out of. It cuts so smoothly. So, in this case, I'm going to make something special for our friend the zombie. Now this stuff, if you've ever cut foam with a razor blade or anything, you know that it dulls blades so fast. So I'm curious to see what it will do against this saw blade. Will it still cut a nail? No problem at all. Another thanks to Toolant for sending out these tools for me to try out for the zombie apocalypse. If you're interested in any of these tools, check out the links in the description below. And until next time, don't be bored, be creative.